You're listening to the Assembly on Pulmonary Circulation podcast, brought to you by the American Thoracic Society.
Well, listeners, welcome back to another episode of Practical PH. I'm Kathryn del Valle, co-chair of the Pulmonary Circulation Web Committee.
And I'm Khushboo Goel, chair of the Pulmonary Circulation Web Committee. Today we'll be getting all the inside scoop on the pulmonary circulation sessions to look out for at this year's ATS. Remember, if you don't already know, the conference is May 16th through the 21st in Orlando, and registration is open, so please get on it and register if you haven't already.
We are fortunate today to be joined by the ATS 2026 PC Program Committee Chair, Dr. Soban Umar, and Chair-elect, Dr. Harry Karmouty-Quintana. Soban and Harry, can you tell us a bit about yourselves and give an introduction to the PC Program Committee?
Yeah, sure. As you told the listeners, I'm Soban Umar. I'm one of the professors of anesthesiology at UCLA, and I'm really happy and excited to be serving as the chair of the Pulmonary Circulation Program Committee, and also excited about the program for the ATS 2026. And I can just give a very brief rundown of the committee. So the programs committee is tasked with reviewing the abstracts for the ATS, including the late-breaking abstracts, as well as choosing the abstract scholarship winners as well. So I'll give it to Harry to introduce himself.
Thank you very much, Soban. So I'm Harry Karmouty-Quintana. I'm an associate professor in the Division of Pulmonary Critical Care and Sleep Medicine at UTHealth Houston. And I'm very excited to work with Soban for this great ATS session we have. And I'll be kind of taking over for the 2027 conference, but we'll be focusing on 2026 in this talk since it's here.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that introduction. So, the program committee is a really good way to get involved with ATS in the conference. So I think for any of our listeners, please join our assembly meeting, which we'll talk about a little bit later, and that'll be a good introduction for ways for you to get involved. So one kind of starting question would be, ATS usually has like a theme depending on the location. Do you mind sharing with us if there's a particular theme for this year and how it's being integrated into the pulmonary circulation sessions?
Yeah, so this year's overarching basic science theme for the ATS International Conference is related to the understanding the lung microenvironment in disease. So what we have seen is that there were a lot of nice proposals submitted related to this overarching topic, and luckily we have some really interesting sessions that are focused on the lung microenvironment in pulmonary hypertension.
Yes, absolutely right. I think we have some very interesting sessions. One of them that is scheduled for Tuesday is immune activation and fibrosis within the pulmonary vascular microenvironment. So you can see the topic of the conference is included in this session, and it's really vascular focused. So we're really looking forward for this talk, and I think we'll be discussing about some other sessions that are exciting.
Absolutely. So, on that note, would you all be able to orient us to the different types of sessions that attendees can expect? And are there any, besides the one you just mentioned, which sounds fantastic, that you are particularly excited about this year?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was a major undertaking to schedule all these sessions, but together, Harry and I were able to schedule um, poster discussion sessions. There are five regular poster discussion sessions plus one rapid poster session. And there are four mini symposia based on the best of the abstracts. Then we have scientific symposia, where we have three slots for scientific symposia plus one for the basic science core theme. Then we have two jointly sponsored symposia. We have five meet the expert sessions, And finally, we have two half-day postgraduate course sessions. So for me, they're all exciting. Looking forward to all of them. In terms of the ones that I'm really looking forward to, I I'm very interested in all the mini symposia that are based on the best of the science that we received this year. And as I mentioned, there will be four mini symposia. I am very interested in the breakthroughs in basic and translational genetics, epigenetics, and multiomics in pulmonary vascular disease and right ventricular failure. I think we have some fascinating talks. These are some of the highest scoring abstracts, and there is a wide array of speakers from different institutions worldwide. So really looking forward to a lot of these talks, a lot of the multi-omic studies, genetics, epigenetics in pulmonary vascular disease and right heart failure.
Yeah, Soban just highlighted some really exciting sessions. And we also have some, as he mentioned, some other sessions that were co-sponsored with other assemblies. And that's something that really we really enjoy doing because it really shows collaboration and we bring in different members from different um, aspects of the or areas from the ATS. And this include, for example, rewriting the code precision delivery vectors in gene therapy for pulmonary vascular disease that was co-sponsored with RCMB and RSF. And also vasculopathies in pulmonary disease, the dark side of the lung, which was co-sponsored with many different assemblies, including CP, pediatrics, and RSF. So I think these are very exciting talks that we or sessions that we're looking forward to. And we also had a lot of like poster discussions that I think are very exciting um, and these include late-breaking advances in pulmonary vascular disease that include basic and translational sciences, which is, of course, always a very exciting component. And we also have clinical and epidemiological insights in pulmonary hypertension, which is also exciting because we have a look into what's happening in the clinic and how epidemiology may be changing. And then I think in this topic, there's a lot of sort of right ventricle disease, which is, of course, a very important and often understudied area.
Yeah, and I think one of the highlights for us working on the program was the collaboration with other assemblies. So I think we were fortunate to have some sessions, as Harry mentioned, in collaboration with other assemblies. So I think that will appeal to a broader audience, and I think a lot of these sessions will appeal to trainees at different levels, clinicians and scientists alike. So really looking forward to these, and I'm hoping that we'll get a broader audience attending these sessions that are not just PC but also in collaboration with other assemblies like RCMB and others.
That's great. Do you mind highlighting some of you mentioned there were two post-grad sessions, half days that we're doing?
Yes, absolutely. So we have two half-day sessions, and basically, again, I think there is a broader interest in terms of the appeal to the trainees. And in addition, as I said, there are like a lot of different sessions that are geared towards basic scientists, translational researchers, as well as clinician scientists as well. So in terms of postgraduate courses, they're titled Wave Goodbye to Confusion, Right Heart Catheterization and Waveform Interpretation. And the other one is titled Emerging AI Technologies and Their Impact on Clinical Research and Care. So definitely very diverse, different, but hopefully that will generate interest. In terms of Meet the Expert seminars, we had 5 slots. They all got filled. Thank you for everybody from the PC assembly and all the members for submitting these. So, for example, one of them is exploring public data sets and integrating multiomics for translational research and investigator's guide to navigating the world of omics. Then we have use of sotatercept in the real world. What have we learned so far? Then there is management of pulmonary hypertension in patients with obesity, so very different. And then we have practical approaches to incorporating novel AI technologies into clinical and translational research. And finally, PH related to ILD, current evidence, and outstanding questions. So as you can see, there is like hardly any repetition within these sessions, and they are all catering to a different audience and different, let's say, clinicians, scientists, and trainees. So really looking forward to all this diverse array of Meet the Expert seminars and half-day PG courses.
That's awesome. I was actually just going to say that it's very diverse, and I think it really it's high yield, ranging from, basic scientists, PhDs, all the way to, 100% clinicians. So that's very exciting. Also, I wanted to put a little plug in for the PC Assembly meeting. So can you tell us when the PC Assembly meeting is scheduled, if we already had that on the calendar, and also what's the point of the Assembly meeting? So why should PC members attend?
Yeah, sure. So I think this is one of the most exciting events at ATS every year, for me at least, and a lot of other members. This is when you actually meet and greet everybody from the PC assembly, all the different members who are visiting and attending the ATS annual meeting. So almost as always, this membership meeting will be on the Monday of the meeting. It happens to be May 18, most likely around 5 p.m. or so. Exact timings, everything, the location will be sent out. So this meeting is a great place to network, to meet everybody, all the colleagues, peers. That's where a lot of the acknowledgements will be given, awards, and the announcement of the new leadership within the PC Assembly. So I think there will be nice refreshments and good discussions with colleagues. So yeah, more to follow on that. But this is one of the places where when I was a trainee, I was lucky to get some FaceTime with a lot of these mentors, a lot of these giants in the field. There are always very nice presentations there. You can hang out with a lot of your peers that you a lot of times only meet either once or twice a year at meetings, but that's one place under one roof you meet almost everyone from the PC world. So definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that's so as you know, at the ATS, it's always hard to catch people you want to talk to because there's so many things to go to and to listen. And the PC Assembly is one of those events where everybody is going to be there. So it's a great opportunity to network and to meet new people. And then if there's somebody you were trying to catch, they're pretty likely they're going to be there. So I think that's it's a great venue.
And also, I think that's the place, the event where the editors from the Red Journal, Blue Journal, White Journal, they'll give their annual reports. There'll be a lot of important information about different sub committees of the PC Assembly, and the leadership will be talking about their plans for the coming year.
That's right. And I think many of the awards are given to recognize the people who have really contributed to the PC community, and that's a good opportunity to recognize these individuals.
Absolutely. That's one of my favorite parts is getting to see all the awardees and watch them get their pictures taken. It's it's a highlight for me of ATS every year. Such a fun social and also networking event, as you all mentioned. Beyond the kind of PC assembly meeting, the ATS conference is huge, and every year, at least I think literally, but also in feel, it seems to grow. And it can be pretty easy to feel overwhelmed, at least speaking for myself, and I think perhaps many of our listeners. Do you, either of you, have any tips or tricks for first-time attendees or trainee or early career attendees on how to make the most of ATS?
Absolutely. I think before even embarking on the journey, you should probably download the app if it's available or go online look at the program. I think there should be the program online. When I was a trainee, I would just mark all the different sessions that I was interested in. Harry and I have tried to make sure there's not a lot of overlap between the sessions for the PC enthusiasts, especially the clinical sessions or the basic science or translational sessions. Hopefully, there will be minimal overlap. It's almost impossible to avoid 100% the overlap, but hopefully everyone will have something every morning or every afternoon. If you do have a morning free, feel free to go and explore Orlando. Hopefully you can find some interesting things to do there. But yeah, I think before even landing in Orlando, you should kind of check the boxes for the session that you're interested in, and it's actually very user friendly. The app over the years, I think that usually creates my agenda, and you can search with key terms, keywords, and you can actually figure out what your typical day will look like on each one of those days. Wednesday, the last day of the meeting, of course, people most likely will be traveling back. For our programming, hopefully you don't leave early. Please stay at least until I think 1 o'clock is our last session. Please attend all those sessions. And the way the programming works, it's almost unavoidable to not to put our sessions on Wednesdays. So we have a few sessions on Wednesdays. So please stay for those, attend those, and then you can go about uh, your plans outside of the meeting. But yeah, I think it's a big meeting. However, I've seen over the years that at different stages of your training or career, you should be able to find the sections that you want to attend. One good thing that the ATS did is that the middle part of the day, it's all for posters, for regular posters. There's enough time for you to grab a bite and discuss posters. And so there's no like real hurry to get back. I think the afternoon sessions probably start around 2 or 2:15. And similarly, morning sessions, I think they finish by 11:15 or 11:30. So that way, the middle part is just for poster viewing that, and those posters, the traditional posters, stay there. So yeah, that's and the evenings, of course, there's like as we said, there's the membership meeting, and then I'm sure there are other kind of gatherings from different programs and different people are part of different societies. So that way, I think you'll have busy days at the meeting.
Yeah, I think what I'd like to add is like if there's anybody you would like to meet, it's probably best to email them in advance to make sure that you schedule time for them because sometimes that's difficult or find them at the PC assembly meeting. Um, the other thing I'd recommend is to look when you look at the program. There's a lot of networking opportunities for junior investigators. There's the PhD working group as well, and there's other opportunities for early career that I think you can check out. And there's there's only other receptions that are good places um, to meet people and to feel more at ease at the conference because it is pretty large. And yeah, I think this year's is in Orlando, so it's also a interesting city to visit. So I think I'd recommend everybody to come and visit. And well, with the what's happening at the airport, maybe you don't want to leave as early, so you might as well take the time and stay on the Wednesday and enjoy the rest of the conference. Mhm.
And feel free to post on social media about your posters, your presentations. And spread the word. Maybe what I used to do, I used to post before some important session, so whoever is checking that social media platform, they can actually gather there and attend some important session. So I know that the web team of the PC assembly does a great job of posting all this, but I think what I found interesting is that just the regular audience, people who are attending these sessions, if they also they can tag PC accounts, social media accounts, or just tag us if you want, and we'll be there. And find us if you have questions. Find Harry for next year if you're interested in joining the PC Programs Committee. Um, it's a large committee, 30 to 40 members. We try to keep it very broad representation from outside the US as well, so international members as well. I think Harry is doing a great job of like expanding that as well, and we always need help. There's like a lot of work done by junior members, in training members. The apprentice over the years, they have done a great job as well. So it's a lot of work. However, it's rewarding. So I think PC Programs Committee and as well as Planning Committee, they need all these people at all different levels, trainees as well. So please get involved. Find us, ask us questions. We'll be happy to answer, and hopefully you'll find the program for 2026 ATS really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. On that note, yeah, if really interested in participating, feel free to email us. And we always need new members. And actually, per ATS guidelines, the committee a third of the committee has to kind of change every year. So I think that's also is always a good opportunity to get involved. And once you get involved, then that helps you to keep yourself involved and to grow your network.
That's awesome. Thanks for all those tips and tricks and, orienting us to the PC assembly and all the amazing sessions. I'm definitely getting excited about ATS, and now even more so now that we know what's planned. So again, to both, Soban and Harry, thank you so much for your time today, but also more importantly, thanks to your service, to the program committee and ensuring that the PC assembly is very well represented in ATS programming.
Yeah, thank you very much, Khushboo, Kathryn. It was a pleasure to be your guests, and yeah, we're looking forward to the meeting, and we're really excited already for ATS.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for inviting us, and we look forward to seeing you all in at the ATS this coming May.
And I was going to say, keep an eye out for us, because as the web committee people, we are the official paparazzi for PC assembly. So we will be around there trying to promote everything that's going on.
Well, thank you all so much for your time. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us today. Please don't miss our next upcoming episode of Practical PH, and we will see all of you at ATS 2026. Thanks all.
Thank you for joining us today. To learn more, visit our website at thoracic.org. Find more podcasts from the ATS assemblies on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a show.